All right, we are going to get started. Welcome in. My name is Jasmine Partita, and I am going to talk about how to sell without selling on social media. I have been in social media for 16 years, for a little while now, just a little over 16 years. And I only work with businesses and nonprofits. So I focus on how to actually drive traffic for sales, for donations, for that kind of thing from your social media. So that is what I'm going to break down today. Very excited about it because it's one of those things that I think a lot of people find a lot more complicated than it needs to be. And as with a lot of social media, the more simple you are, the more really focused and simplistic in your strategy, the more you can connect to your audience. So what I do is I simplify and strategize your content for you. I'm going to take out a lot of the chaos, a lot of the noise, a lot of the questions, and get down to just how to sell on social media without selling. So let's get started. How to sell on social media without selling. This is what we're covering. And first, let's talk through what this looks like. So why are we selling without selling? That's the first question. Why is it that when, ooh, a second, really focused in, sorry about that. The first thing we have to do is actually look at why we are selling without selling. So why are we selling without selling? When we start our social media accounts, and I get this with a lot of business owners, they'll say, I need you to just to start creating ads. We need more revenue from our social media. We need more leads. And they are envisioning social media as a sales page, as a landing page on their website, as a place where they can just sell their stuff. They're like, that's why I'm investing in social media, is for more sales. But that is not why other people are following you on social media. So why are we selling without selling on social media? It is all about the buyers and how people are buying now versus how they were buying 3, 5, 10, 15 years ago. When you are on social media as a business, it needs to be a place where you're connecting with potential buyers. It's where you're building trust, you're building visibility, you're getting known, and you're growing your brand. That then needs to also have content in it that drives sales. So buyers, we have to understand how buyers buy on social media. Otherwise, we cannot sell to them. So buyers on social media do not want to be pressured to buy. They are done with cold DMs. They're done with cold emails. They're done with the buy right now. They want to buy when and where they are ready. They are much more able to have access to buy at any time across the nation, across the world, from different companies, where they do not need to be, oh, this is the one company in my area I can buy from and they're having a sale. The access to information into other brands is global. So they are now, no, if you're not the right company, you're not the right company. I'm going to wait till I have the right company that I want to buy from. This is also, to be honest, partly economical because there are higher interest rates, houses cost more, food costs more. They literally may not be ready to buy the thing you are selling at the moment you want them to. So it is more important to realize the buyer journey and how to continue to engage that relationship so that when somebody is ready, you're the first person that they think of, the first brand that they think of. Buyers follow brands on social media out of interest, inspiration, learning, and so they can consider them if they're ready to buy from them or not. When someone follows a business or a brand page, it is not so that page can do a hard sell or a cold outreach. It is to learn more about the industry, the product, the way that it is kind of keeping the brand front of mind for when they are ready to buy. I have a friend who is, I'm just laughing because I feel for her, but she's redoing her kitchen in a couple months. So she is following a ton of kitchen designers. She is following people who make stoves. She's following tile companies, and she's gathering all this inspiration, all this knowledge about an industry she's never had to worry or think about before. She's not quite ready, but she's getting really close. And so when she does go to buy, she will be able to go, yes, I want that one tile from that company I saw. Yes, this is the kitchen designer I want. This is definitely the stove. I've looked at it, I've thought about it, I've researched it. This is the one. So she's gathering all that information. If those brands weren't on social media, if they just had websites and were in stores, those brands would be missing this client. That kitchen designer would be missing this client. So it is all about making sure that you have the visibility so that when someone's ready to buy, they think of you, right? Buyers also have a lot more information they need to weed through in order to buy anything. There's just a ton of information. This is especially true when it comes to services. This can be very true with certain products, especially like big ticket products like stoves, like fences, like services, like if even social media managers, your coaches, your consultants. There's a lot of information out there, and the packages and the offers are rarely apples to apples. That's especially true when it comes to service-based businesses. You are putting together a service package that you know will work for your clients. It's going to look entirely different than a service package a different consultant or coach is putting together for their audience, for their clients. So if I am looking at these two packages and they're not similar, they offer different things, I am having to weed through all the information about what the results are I will get from the different coaches and see if which one's energy works better for me versus the other one. So that's kind of what you have to realize they are working through, and make sure you're creating content to address each of these issues. And the last one is spam. There is a ton of spam. There's a shit ton of spam out in the world. And so people are more cautious when they come into a new brand, a new service, a new product. They want to make sure it's quality, that it's worth the money, that other people have tried it. They want to know that it truly is what they are looking for. And if you do anything that's slightly, too spammy, too selly, too in your face, too overwhelming, too pressury, they categorize you, your audience will categorize you as spam, and they will not be interested in buying from you. You haven't built the trust required to make the purchase. So your content cannot be spammy or selly at all. And that is why we're even doing this exercise. Okay, so how do you sell? How do you do a non-sell sell on social media? First, I want you to define your selling points. What makes your product or service unique? What are those things that you want people to know about your offer or your product? What are those things you normally would put into your marketing? You need to make a list of those things. And I will tell you, almost every single business owner I've done this with makes a list of features, not benefits. Your marketing is actually supposed to be about your benefits. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and make a list of everything that makes you unique, everything that makes you badass, every reason why somebody should buy from you. And then I want you to rework each of those things and rephrase them so that they are now a benefit. So instead of saying, you get 100 social media posts from me, I would say that I will increase your sales by 40% in 3 months. So I'm doing the result, I'm doing the benefit, and that list of benefits is now what I want to put in my marketing, on my landing page, and in my content. When it comes to my content, though, we're going to go to step 2, which is show, don't tell. I want you to show why we should buy this. And I'm going to give you some examples here in a second of exactly what this looks like. But telling us you have a sale is nowhere near as powerful as drawing us in with a visual that makes us want to buy the thing, that builds curiosity around your brand or your product. So it's really about showing, not telling. That is how we're connecting with people on social media. When it comes to highlighting client success stories, do not just post a testimonial, or worse, 1,000 testimonials. You can have those on your landing page, on your social media, where you want to show you're successful and have had great experiences with clients, with your products or your service. I want you to do that in a way that is more story-based. And that actually, I do have a very specific example to show you. But we want the content to center us as the audience. If you're just posting testimonials, and I have a friend, God bless him, but his entire TikTok and his entire Instagram and his entire LinkedIn is just video testimonials from clients. He is great at what he does. He's a business coach. He's really wonderful and powerful, but his social media is just a bunch of really boring testimonials. I might want to watch those once I get to the sales page. I want to learn about how he coaches and why he's so amazing in his socials. So anytime he's going to add into his socials some of those testimonials in the future, he needs to tell a story. My client was really struggling with this. They had these 3 things holding them back. They weren't able to grow their business. And we sat down and found this solution. Tell us the story so that we can see ourselves in the story, so we can see ourselves succeeding the way that you will get us there because of the way your product or service works. And then keep your prospective clients as a main character of all of your content. So you're putting in content for selling and to drive traffic to your website, which is almost always inspiration content. If you haven't seen my video on why you must have inspirational content in order to sell your products, let me know. I can tag you in that video, drop a comment, and I'll send it to you. But the other thing is all of this is available in depth in my online course for $150. but you want to keep all of your clients and all of your audience on your social media sites as the main character, because you are creating content for them. You're not creating content for you. And you think you are because it's your business. You are creating content of value, of interest, of inspiration for your ideal client so that they can understand your industry. They can understand how to make a choice that will make them successful. They can understand how to get the perfect thing that they need. So let me show you some examples of some good, some bad, and that, oh God, I can't believe they did that. So this is a hotel in, well, clearly Hollywood. And I'm gonna turn the music off on these. This is Hollywood, and the whole hotel is very rich and very textural, much like this moment. You can see it, right? It's got this texture of the velvet underneath. It's got the glass of wine. It's got, ooh, go away. Go away more. There we go. So it's giving us a moment in time at this hotel versus saying, get 5 nights or get 7 nights for the price of 5, or 50% off when you book your summer vacation now. They could be doing sales on this page, but instead they are highlighting tiny, close, intimate moments of the experience of being at their hotel. They could be talking about all the things to do in Hollywood. They could be talking about 1,000 different things. But instead, what they said is, welcome to Hollywood, or here's how we Hollywood, welcome to the Prospect. And that is the name of the hotel. It's one of the best hotel accounts I have ever seen. And every piece of this hotel has moments like this. They chose to highlight them. Next is this tissue box. You wouldn't think I would do a tissue box, but I want to show you guys this version of it. And there's no music to this. There's just the sound of her pulling the tissues. It's fascinating because it's only 5 seconds. I ended up watching it twice on accident, bumped up their views. Their views are close to 1 million on this video. And it's just the sound of the tissues coming out. But I think part of what's fascinating is it's clearly not edited. This is just how these tissues are falling. That's how badass the box is. So it's a high converting post simply by showing, not telling us what's so great about this tissue box. But what's interesting is this woman did a video about the box, and she did, yeah. So she did a whole video, and she usually gets pretty good views on her videos. This one got almost no views, and it got, I mean, it really didn't take off at all. And a big piece of that is because she is telling, not showing. It didn't draw us in. There was no mystery. The lighting was kind of weird. She never even really showed us how it works, versus this, which has just highlighting the box and why it's interesting. And she gets an affiliate fee for if this sells, and she's not able to get the views on it because she was showing, not telling. So this is a new bakery. They just started their account. And what they are doing is an entire series on movie quotes in chocolate on cakes. The cakes that they're starting out with are actually not even that amazing. They're fine, but they're not amazing. But what they're doing is interesting. It's got 57 comments. It's got 500 likes. It's heading towards a couple 100,000 views. And they play music from whatever movie they're doing a quote with. You have to spend the whole time kind of figuring out what movie it is. And it's really growing their account very quickly. This is perfect for brand awareness. And from here, I would hope and I imagine that the different types of cakes they're using will get more and more intricate. Oh my God. Okay. I've been talking for like 6 hours. So here's another bakery. Beautiful cakes, wonderful work, cannot take off because all they are doing, first off, they're using way too many transitions. But secondarily, they're really just saying, here's a cake. Here's a cake. They're not showing us any part of the lifestyle of having that cake, any part of, there's no movement, there's no interest in any of the videos. They're just saying, here's a cake. So it's really taking out any kind of building a connection with your audience. This is a sales page. They're saying you can buy any of these cakes. That is never going to be an account that is going to take off because we are not following you so we can buy from you. We're following you for inspiration. We're following you for community, for connection, to learn more about your company, to see the behind the scenes of how you make it. This company will never get the kind of followers it is looking for with this type of content. Now, here is Bear's new ad that is going viral. I think this is over 1 million views now. This is the first video in a series of videos like this. The paint color is actually cherry cola, and they use cherries. Really great ad, really quality. graphics that they did. And then as someone who used to paint, the other thing this highlights for me is this reds never cover in the first coat. And this is showing me the quality of their paint because it's covering in one coat. Reds are really thin. You can usually see through them. So this is given a lot of information. It's a 5-second video and it's going viral. And I want to show, this is what Bear was doing about 6 months ago. So these are this is a same account. And this is them saying this or that. And it's their paint colors, but it's AI generated. It's not drawing us in. It's not interesting. The visuals are kind of blah. I'm really not, it's not engaging at all. It's basically just showing us that they've got these paint colors and kind of low quality visuals versus the ad that they just did, which is, I mean, I could watch forever. It's so well done. It's little popping noises when they go to. Very nicely done. And then I want to show you guys, this is a wedding dress company. So they did, so here's this one's just perfection. Also lots and lots of views. It says 36,000 likes. I think it's got a couple million views. This is not a mistake. Every piece of this is thought out, planned, and strategized. And it looks so simple and effortless because it's simple, but it's clear. So what they did was, they're telling me that if I go there, I will definitely find my wedding dress. I'm not doing 10 stops to try to find my dress. Whatever I'm looking for, they're going to have it because they are showing me how huge their location is and just how many dress options they have in the background. The other thing they're showing me is all of their stuff is presented this way. So by kind of a category, this one's high neckline, long sleeves, and lace. That is not a mistake. That is what they are being asked when people come into their store. I know what kind of dress I want. I just don't know what it looks like. I want a high neckline. I know I want long sleeves, and I know I want a little bit of lace to kind of soften the edges. I don't know, something like that. So this is something, if you go through their videos, all of their videos are like that. They're all categorized by what their top requests are. And then she shows you different options. And she walks through these different options of dresses. Again, we're seeing the background, we're seeing how big it is, we're seeing good customer service, and we're seeing the quality of the dresses. So really, really well done. And then to give you an example of what not to do, this company is, they're just posting stock footage of one dress at a time. They're not putting any kind of SEO in their captions either. They're often putting just their website link. They don't have a link in bio for their TikTok right now. They're not working with the social media manager, or they would know they can actually, as a business, apply to get a link in bio, even though they have less than 1,000 followers. But these dresses are all just kind of one-offs by themselves. It's not drawing me in at all. It's just, this is a commercial that I could see on my TV, or if I'm watching other YouTube videos. It's not really pulling me in about the company. So that's what we really want to think about. And then actually I wanted to show you one, that how to do testimonials. Because I did one recently that was testimonial kind of based, and I did it specifically so I could show you guys. So this is my video, and I told you guys a minute ago, what you want to do is make your testimonials, make your client success stories story time. Make it something where we can see ourselves in the story of your client success. So this is my example of it. It's got thousands of views, and I've gotten work out of just this video. I could have just put up a quote from this client saying, hey, thanks so much. This has been really great. I've gotten X number of sales from it. But instead, I told the story of how this is my shyest client. And yet in 7 days, she got 311,000 views on this video, 2,000 profile views. I forget how many followers she gained from this, but she went viral on her third video working with me, even though she is very shy, even though she is uncomfortable on camera. We worked through it, we put her on camera, we edited it the right way, and we got her video to take off. So this is doing a testimonial, but I did it from the view of, you can be successful even if you're uncomfortable on camera. You can be successful even if you're shy and not positive that you're the person that should be on film. We can get you there, and you can have this success regardless of those things. And you can even see in the comments saying, this is inspiring. Thank you for sharing. People really enjoyed this because it's a reminder of how great you can do. Even when you're uncomfortable, you can still really show up for your business. So showing testimonials like that is a really powerful way to sell without selling. So I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. And again, you can get all of this plus a daily challenge in my social media marketing online course for $150. This is one module of like 90. So what your homework is, if you're looking to sell without selling, I want you to do this. I want you to make a list of everything that is unique and interesting and wonderful about your products or your service. And I want you to realize that is most likely your features, not your benefits. And the benefits is what we're going to market with. I talked about that at the beginning. So write down everything that's really amazing and wonderful and unique about your product and service, and then reframe each one of those, all of those, as a benefit. So it's not just that you make this many videos for the social media. It's that the benefit of you making those videos is I will increase your sales by 40%. And so I want you to transfer the features turn them into benefits, and then brainstorm how to actually show, not tell, each one of those benefits. That's what we're doing. We're selling without selling. And if you did that with 20 things, and then you also have your inspiration content, you have your fun content, you have your content educating on industry standards or learning about new things about your industry or products and kind of educating in that regard, you now have months of content that you can create that is all driving traffic, awareness, and engagement for your account. So thank you for joining along. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment, and I will be sure to respond.